Hey everyone, I'm Marcus Grimm with Medtrics, and wow, I don't know if you saw the blog recently, but we just posted our release notes for May 2025. Just another big month for feature development, right? You just don't let those developers sleep, do you?
No, we are always moving, and it's something that the developers love building new things, so we're always trying to take our customers' feedback and turn them around pretty quickly.
Speaking of moving, we're not speaking to you in Medtrics HQ in Philly. You're on the road right now. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm in Minneapolis. We're here for the AAMC conference, and this is something that we're doing for the first time. It's been really great to connect with some of the IT leaders in medical schools at this conference.
Glad you and the gang are having a good time out there. So we're not going to go through all 11 features. Everybody should go to the blog at metricslab.com and see what all 11 features are that were in our May release. But I have you for a few minutes here, so I want to talk to you about 3 of them. First one I know the team was super excited about. We all have a lot of email addresses, and so logging on to different systems can be very, very frustrating. By the same token, at the institutional level, they're very concerned about security. So you've made some enhancements. What have you done for SSO?
We always had single sign-on in the system. What we changed was being able to explicitly say in the system which users have to use single sign-on and which do not. So any employees of your organization or any students that are enrolled at your school has to use single sign-on. So in Medtrics, you can now define them by their role so that as soon as they try to log in, if they're not trying to use single sign-on, it'll route them to do that and give them that instruction. The other change that we recently did was improve the usability for those external users. Medical schools, vet schools, nursing schools build really strong relationship with preceptors at different hospitals and clinics. They're not your employees and they are not keeping track of all of the software that you're using. So when you send them a link to complete an evaluation, if they click on the link and go straight to the form, great, they have it done. But let's say they go to your Medtrics homepage and they need to log in. We want to make sure that it's very clear what they have to do. With the new changes that we released, schools can go in there and write a custom message that is showing exactly what you want them to see on the login page with any instructions you want on logging into Medtrics. So you now have the single sign-on, the external sign-on with the ability to customize the micro copy that shows up on the page to your external users.
Perfect. Let's talk about another one. One thing that I've learned from interviewing all the med students is, wow, their calendars get very, very full. And it's very, very easy for us to get calendar overload. How's your team helping out with that right now?
Yeah, you live by the calendar as a student. In Medtrics, we always had the ability to customize those calendar events so that it has a different color for session types. Now with the update, schools have a lot more colors that they can pick from, and they can get really granular with the event types and then apply a different color to it. So the students have specific colors that identify important events. You can have one for simulation, one for lectures, one for labs, one for the exam dates, and so on. It's very personalized to that school and the student needs.
And finally, we recently published a guide on the website, how to increase your evaluation completion percentage, which is why I'm so excited to talk about this last feature, because I love how the team is always just thinking about a few little ways to increase evaluation completion. Talk to me about what you've done now.
Medtrics always had a way for faculty to mark an evaluation as unable to assess. So let's say something was sent to them and they didn't actually get to work with the student enough to provide meaningful feedback. They can put it as unable to assess status and get it out of their queue. Working with one of our clients at Michigan State, we added the ability for schools to disable this functionality on specific forms. Let's say you have a very important form that you're sending out and you want them to always complete. You can now disable the unable to assess functionality so that's not available for that form, and then faculty or students have to fill everything out and submit it. If they need to remove that form, they can always contact the school to have that reviewed by an administrator.
One of the things that I really like about this new feature is the idea that this isn't something that you're doing at the school level or even at the program level. You're doing this right at the form level, right? So I can handle this for a form that I absolutely want to make sure that everyone possible completes the form, correct?
Yeah, schools have many forms, and we didn't want to apply this universally. So it's a setting that can be enabled on the template level and use it for that one survey or evaluation.
Tosh, one of the things that I love about doing these updates with you, everything that we're talking about today, they're live, right? They're live and Medtrics customers have access to all of them right now?
Yeah, these are all released and the customers are already using them.
Terrific. Well, hey, take a look at those 3 features, folks, as well as the other new 8 features that Medtrics came out with. They're live on the blog at metricslab.com. For everyone on the Medtrics team, I'm Marcus Grimm.